Truth.
Hey, good evening. Time is 8:55. We're a little late today. That's my fault. My wife pointed out to me that I should be more responsible. So I'm going to be more responsible and take this 30 minutes and let y'all know I was irresponsible today. So, okay. Now, what we're going to do today, you got my man Don over here, is always on point.
What's good?
Everything, you know what I'm saying? You got B More and NYC right here, the best of both worlds, because we do what we do. We're here to talk about a couple topics today, so we're going to get them in. We'll get out the way. Probably I'm going to start off because it's going to be the most boring of the topics that we're going to talk about. And the fact that I don't think most people pay attention to what they need to pay attention to. We got first of all, we got the NFL preseason coming. We'll talk about that in a minute. It's already been on. I'm a Raven fan. Don's a Jet, so John fan 1 and 2.
Both.
And I don't care because they got two teams that can't win shit.
That don't matter. We got two chances to win though.
Yeah, you got two chances to win. That's shit. I don't know where you get that unless you play Uno. But outside of that, it is what it is.
We got one of the possible.
Or spades, you know what I'm saying? It ain't 21. Once you go down on 21, it is what the fuck it is.
No, you just split. You get split the cards. You get two jacks. You can split it.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the least popular topic that most people don't want to talk about. I want to talk about the fact that Trump activated the National Guard to go to D.C. in reference to the Doge employee getting assaulted in D.C. Only because no. It was a Doge employee coming. Mind you, understand something. Elon Musk and the Doge, they put like 150, 200,000 people out of jobs. And the dude, his name on Instagram was Big Balls.
Ooh, the dude that got jacked?
Yeah.
He ain't got big balls.
Wait a minute. That's like, hold
he got jacked.
You understand what I'm saying? So he decided that since that happened, he decided D.C. was the most violent place in the world. But in reality, Baltimore and D.C. have been declining in the murders and homicides, but it's his point of view or whatever it is that he sees D.C. needs to take control. And see, D.C. is not a state, so it's a little different the way they operate. Maryland is a state, so when you're in Maryland, the governor causing the National Guard, be it insurrection, civil disorder, or whatever. They're not meant to be leaders of the police department at all. They have no idea how to police in a city because that's not what they're here for.
So one interesting thing that Mayor Bowser said about the National Guard being deployed to help deter crime. Police officers wear body-worn cameras.
Right.
National Guardsmen are not going to have that.
They're not.
So they're not going to have any checks and balances on things. And not only that, they're not meant to police civilians.
Right.
They're used to going into a war situation.
And they're used for stabilization.
Right.
So when you talk about enforcing laws and everything, the only people that can enforce laws are the police. Because we go specifically. We're trained specifically to enforce laws. When you bring the National Guard, it's for civil unrest, just to keep the peace. The police go in and enforce the laws. They know nothing, unless they were former police or state troopers or whatever, about enforcing laws. So and
National Guard, you might have a few of them that are police officers.
Because guess what? They do it part-time. But the problem is, Trump said in his speech, I want those real hard-hitting officers, he's like, condoning the violence or whatever it is towards the citizens to get the job done when that's not the issue. His issue is in my personal opinion, is deflected from the Epstein trial. The Epstein file. That's deflection. Then you want to lock up the homeless.
Yeah.
What are they doing to anybody? They haven't done anything. They may be homeless firemen, homeless veterans, homeless whatever. And you want to keep them under you want to treat them crazy.
So a lot of people think that what he's doing, he is trying to deflect from Epstein, but what he's trying to do, he's trying to cause civil unrest. So this way he can usher in martial law
and stay in office.
You know what I'm saying? But if he don't get his act right, he the one that's gonna be homeless in a year or so.
So here's the thing, and you say you look at it like this. Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want to redistrict. They want to gerrymander. It's called gerrymandering. They want to redistrict because the Republicans want to take, what is it, 9? I think it's 9 seats.
I think it's five out of Texas.
They want to take those seats and so they can run their stay ahead. But California's like, yo, you do that, we gonna do this.
And then, so when California said that, then all of the Republicans up in arms. Why y'all want to do that to us? Y'all trying to do the same thing. Don't get mad when it gets done back to y'all.
So when the
and it's not just California. It's California. It's New York. It's Michigan. Any
red states.
Any blue state. Any blue state that has a Democrat for a governor.
Right.
They're basically saying if Texas want to do this, then we'll do this,
and we'll take their seats again. We'll
because
get the seats back.
There's more seats that we would gain. Democrats would gain more seats in California than we would lose in Texas.
Right.
We would gain 9 and only lose 5 in Texas.
Okay.
So
you take that, and I tell everybody, everything, it affects everybody. This is my thing. As much as we like football, baseball, basketball, or whatever's going on, we need to pay attention to what's going on that's going to affect us personally, like us as working class people, whether you green, purple, yellow, or tan. This all affects us. So pay attention, because football is a distraction. Baseball is a distraction. Basketball is a distraction, because while we're watching football, rooting for these teams, they out here robbing us and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Because most of the time Trump does it. It comes up in the morning. After you go to sleep, it come up in the morning.
Yeah, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
He comes up with some goofy stuff. And you sitting there like, yo, what the hell? But at the end of the day, we got to stand on business. We got to pay attention. And and I'm going to say it straight up, for y'all black folk that voted for Trump, y'all the worst kind of black people. I'm gonna say it because y'all the worst type of black people. Because everything we going through right now is because of you. And I say it like this because when you said SNAP, USAID, I say, yo, y'all fuck.
Not USAID.
USAID, I'm sorry. Y'all fuck a lot of people.
We still got insurance.
Yeah, we got insurance. But at the end of the day, y'all fuck so many people out of their shit, it don't even matter. So, but what y'all don't realize, how many of y'all thought Obamacare did no difference between DACA and Obamacare? Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
So a lot of people just chose not to go vote. So it was only a handful of black people that went ahead and voted for Trump.
I don't think I did more than a handful.
We had
the brown people.
I mean, it wasn't a small hand. It was a big hand. It wasn't a small hand. It was a big hand. But it was a handful. There was more black people that chose not to go vote because they didn't want to get behind a woman to be president.
That is the craziest. That right there, to me, is the craziest thing ever. You know why? I mean, I know we got male chauvinists out here up the wazoo. But I will say this. Your moms could raise you, take care of your household, make you the best man that you can be without your daddy being around. You got women out here that want Fortune 500 companies. All day, every day, make big money decisions. And the thing you can come up here like, they emotional. Emotional is this dude in the president.
Right. You can't get more emotional.
You can't get no more emotional than that cat. And we couldn't do it because she's a female. You let us down as a people, for real. I'm sorry. I mean, this is the new world. This is what it is. I have a wife. My man has a wife. They have an opinion. They have say so. We listen to it because guess what? Their way might be the better way, maybe. And if you are as a man, this ain't 1960. This ain't Fences with Denzel Washington. Everybody gets to say so.
So here's the thing, right? And this is a saying. It was first applied to when everybody would say, "Oh, the white man is holding us down. White man's holding us down." Well, the white man can't hold you down unless he stay down with you, because you can't hold somebody down unless you stay there. In order for you to move forward, you got to let up and move forward. So, for all these men that are trying to hold women down from being in power, first of all, they're gonna do it no matter what. They may not take the White House, but they definitely senators, their representatives. So they're moving They, like you said, they run Fortune 500 companies. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop trying to hold somebody back because they tried to hold black men from becoming president. Barack Obama did a better job than probably the last 10 presidents.
Right. So let me ask you a question. So when we talk about Senate and we talk about Congress, who are the ones making noise in either house?
Black women?
Black women and
black and white women.
Black and white. Women. You got AOC. And the two at the top is AOC and Jasmine Crockett.
Well, so the reason that one of the reasons that they're doing what they're doing in Texas is they're trying to get rid of Jasmine Crockett's seat.
She's that one.
You know what I'm saying? Because they know as long as she stays in the limelight, she's gonna keep reading them.
And she's gonna keep calling bullshit. And the thing about it, people don't want to face up to what the fuck it is. But it's bullshit, it's bullshit. And she bring up, but never have I seen so many black women down a black woman in my entire watching her post and watching black women come at her. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Well, that's a crab in the barrel situation. Yeah. You know, that's because although there's certain things that she has done that I was like, come on.
Who's done?
Jasmine.
What has she done?
Not anything politically or anything like that. It's more because I'm not big on the whole big ass, you know.
What? Just come on, bring it out. Because if you're going to go at her for having the hair or whatever, but fuck all that. Listen, this is where I stand. She's a highly intelligent. Yo, I can look past a lot of, but her facts and her boy, because she can go up against anybody and tear them down. Mm-hmm. So anything outside of what you about to say, it don't matter. She's smart.
You're right. It does not matter because I look at her as one of the few people in Congress right now that's standing on business. Even Cory Booker, who's letting me down.
He let us down.
He's letting me down. Because even when he was asked about the dude in the mayoral race, the Muslim guy,
the one up in New York.
Yeah, New York. He was like, "Oh, I concentrate on Jersey, not New York." That's not. And the only reason he said that is because he's funded by a super PAC out of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So he sits there and goes, I don't want to get behind him. You should endorse any Democrat that's trying to make a difference.
I can't say that because I've watched the Muslims, the way he was moving. I get the Democrat, and I get why they won't get behind something. No, he's a dude is a little different. Dude a little different. That's why I say you can be at this point, it ain't even Democrat versus Republican. It's everybody versus Republican. Independent, Democrat, whatever, because the Republicans have decided they're going to bend the knee to Trump no matter what.
So a lot of what he says, like, even though he spoke up about Gaza, in New York, the one thing about New York, you cannot become mayor in New York if you piss off the Jewish people. And he has the Jewish people behind him, even though, in spite of the fact that he's Muslim. And that is hard pressed. So if he has their ear and they're supporting him, then he ain't said nothing wrong. He ain't said
because he never said anything wrong against the Jewish people. That one line, remember?
No, he spoke about Gaza. He spoke about the Palestine and Gaza.
Let's do this. Let's say this. When you're in the politics, right? Mm-hmm. You don't represent one, especially as a governor, mayor, or you represent all groups of people. Mm. And that's just the way it is. That's why when people say, "What did Barack Obama do for black people?" I said, Barack Obama was not president of black people; he was president of all people. That's where they get shit fucked up. And he was in a Republican situation, Republican House, Republican Senate. So it's only but so much he's going to do. But he did what he made to do to happen, which was DACA. He did what he could do, and he got out of there. And he also didn't disgrace the office as a black man.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I listened to him. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I got a lot.
Like, so what problem is? What's the problem with him?
Who?
With the because you look up his name and stop just calling him the Muslim dude in New York. But go ahead.
Now listen, I really look him up, and I'm gonna be totally transparent with that. But from what I gather, with the Muslim thing, and he said some things like a lot. He said some things out of line or out of coordination. But we're going to get off this topic in a minute. We're going to talk about this a little more. Then we're going to move on to something more.
Zohran Mandami. That's
right.
his name. Zohran Mandami. So in New York, New York politics is different from a lot of other cities.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for example, when you come to like Baltimore, if you a strong Democrat, you're probably gonna, if you can get through the primaries, you're probably gonna get elected.
Right.
In New York, you have to really placate to not everybody, to the Jewish community. You need the white community to like you. Because when you talk about Italians, Irish, you know what I'm saying? New York is the epitome of the melting pot.
Right.
When you sitting there and you got to get the Irish on board with you, you got to get the Italians on board with you. You need the black community for sure, because black just get lumped together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Even though black is broken down in a lot of things, you got Haitians, you got Jamaicans, you got African Americans.
We all dark skin.
But if you black, it's all black. But in New York, you got to get the Italians on board. You got to get the Irish on board, because the Irish is, most of them are police officers. That's their thing.
And 5.
The Jewish community, because they that's the money in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the property. That's the money. You got to get them on board.
Right.
If he has all of these people behind him that's supporting him,
mm-hmm.
then Democrats just need to rally behind him and push him. Because man, Adams is full of shit. He's a sellout. He's not only did he sell out, but not only is a sellout, he's a crooked fucking politician. Yeah. And you was the damn chief of police in New York. You know what I'm saying? So now that goes to show you what the police department in New York looks like.
Because y'all police department is so big, so it's one of the largest. Between y'all and California, I think y'all are the 2 largest in the country. Mm-hmm. Things don't get the way they're supposed to be in those larger agencies. Where you got the smaller agency, shit is more, it's more. You can get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got school police, y'all got hospital police, y'all got
everybody got lumped together now.
No, but
it used to be housing police, used to be school police.
But the fact
everybody's lumped together, you just a police officer.
Just police. But the fact that you got so many agencies, I'm not saying agencies that so many people together, she gets lost in the sauce. Huh?
Yeah.
That's like not putting enough ingredients in spaghetti. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You forget the noodles. Man, I ain't even realize noodles was gone. You feel what I'm saying? But I get it. But anyway,
I don't even understand the correlation.
Don't worry about it. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, this is my man.
Correlation.
How many minutes we got? All right. We on to the next subject. We done bored y'all enough with this. Don, go what you got.
All right, so let's chop up sports real quick. Let's talk about something fun. The football's back.
Yes,
football's back. Even though I will say I'm more of a baseball fan than a football fan.
Well, you talk about baseball. But I'm gonna talk about football.
I don't follow the teams enough. I follow my teams.
All right, well, that's what they make Google for.
But football's popping.
All right, let's see. We got football.
Ravens won.
Right.
Beat the Colts. Eagles won. They beat the Bengals. Oh, it was a fucking tie.
Yeah.
Seahawks and Raiders tied 23. Browns won.
Somebody took the Browns to the Super Bowl.
The only time that happens when you go to the toilet.
Oh my God! No, you can't do that because Shador did. I'm a Shador.
I'm not gonna change my opinion of the Browns.
No, man. I can't change the Shador's there.
You know what?
I think Shador got shafted. So I'm gonna ride with Shador. He had a good preseason game. I watched it
as a player.
It was good. I mean, hopefully he'll get the Stefanski wasn't standing on business. Talking about I'm not gonna name him. I'm waiting for the new Dylan Gabbert, which Shador is light years above Dylan Gabbert. Let's go with Shador. Pump him up. Reads by a good father.
Right, big up Shador. You gotta win.
Fuck that. I ain't finished. But anyway, like I was saying.
Moving along on Shador, damn it. Shador won.
His
Big up
dad
to
is
Shador.
decent. Shador had a good game.
Keep winning games for your dad, and for yourself.
And
Lions
yeah,
won.
Shador, they asked Shiloh because Shiloh had a couple of hits down in Tampa Bay, right?
What position Shiloh play?
Shiloh plays corner, defensive back.
Mm.
So, he get the quarterback a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. He said, you're going to send your because his father's, one of them birthday's coming up. So he said, your father wants your jersey. He said, shit. If I ain't got a couple picks and a couple sacks, he don't want that shit.
Right.
He's like, my father's a Hall of Famer. And that shit was hilarious, but I'm going to give it to my mother. And that makes sense. Like, what you giving me this shit for? You got a sacks. I need you in NFL time. I need you prime time. Thursday and Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah,
But it is what it is. Cool because he raised them. I like the way he raised them.
Yeah, he raised them.
He raised them good.
Let's see what they do. Lions won.
Detroit is who they play?
Falcons.
Detroit and the Falcons. Well, the Falcons is that Michael Penix. I think is the quarterback for the
If you say so, that's cool.
I think it's Michael Penix, which I like. I like him a lot. But the Detroit was a figment of our imagination when we played them. They are not that team to go deep in the playoffs. They're going to be all right. They're going to probably make a good season. But when they come up against real companies, they're going to fold like a chair. What you got?
Patriots beat the Commanders.
Patriots Commanders. I've heard different things. The Patriots
the Patriots beat the brakes off the Commanders. Let's call it what it is.
No, let's not
48-18.
Let's not get it.
They beat the brakes off of them.
Jaden
and I'm not a Patriots fan.
Jaden wasn't playing. Scary Terry is on. They still negotiating the contract. This is the preseason game. When they strap him up September 1st, game 1, then we'll see where everybody stands. But for now,
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that conversation based on that.
I'm looking at Jaden showed me a lot last year, but if you know anything about football is an adjustment league. And they follow tendencies. Take a look at Jaden. Tendencies. Unlike, and I hate to tell you, I'm going to say it, unlike Lamar, you can't look at tendencies. Lamar has no tendencies. He plays football. He takes what you give him. That's what you got to understand. And he's not going to, you can't say he's going to throw left and go right because he's not that dude. They don't have tendencies on Lamar. Lamar's he's a footballer. And if you know anything about a footballer, when you look at quarterbacks like Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Warren Moon, you couldn't really game plan for them because they can make anything out of anything. That's where I'm at with that. And, every time he steps under the huddle, when it looks like a busted play, turns into something 70 yards and a touchdown. That's where I'm going with it. What you got?
The New York Football Giants. They won.
I like the boy Malik Neighbors, the wide receiver.
They beat the Bills.
They got Danny Downs. They got Danny Downs as the quarterback, right?
You say so?
Is Danny Downs? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to go off the top. Try to go off the rip. The New York Football Giants. The Giants are a couple of years away from making that team because we haven't seen anything out of that since some Odell Beckham. Man, what's the other news there? Since Cruz, Eli, we haven't seen anything.
Was that a shot across the bow? Missed me with that because we still won.
It's preseason.
Who's the Jay Dart? Who's that?
Where we at? What team?
Giants.
The Giants. Okay, they're Dart. That's the one I think they drafted. Yeah, Jackson Dart. He's all world. He's all world. Supposed to be.
Yeah,
all that. We got that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
He got to do that when he talking about the Giants.
He got to, yeah, right? Because I'm allergic
for no other team.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
You know what? I'm gonna reserve my shit talking for September 1st. Yo. I'm gonna reserve all that shit.
You put up jobs, I became.
Wow. We got the Vikings beat the Texans.
The Vikings and Texans. I like the Texans. I like the young boys Texans. And I like the. Damn, I hate bullshit. I can't keep talking. Who was the quarterback for the Texans? Look at it.
Why? So I noticed that everybody you say you like it was a losing team.
No, it's not.
You everybody you like, yeah, I like that. I like this one.
No,
it was a losing team. Why are we talking about the Texans? They lost.
You my man.
They lost the fucking game. Why are we talking about it? Even though it's preseason, it's still a game. See what happens? See, it's the bullshit you talking. The Vikings won.
Let me see the QB was. The QB was
the one that lost.
You know I hate you. JJ McCarthy. Is it JJ McCarthy? No, he was I like JJ. I like JJ in college. I like JJ in college.
Now you see where the bullshit comes in there, right? He's allergic to the bullshit, but he's talking the bullshit.
I watched JJ in college. JJ was pretty good.
Here's a game you're gonna love.
Oh.
The Steelers won against the Jaguars.
Well, okay, let's say this. So the Steelers had Mitch Trubisky, I do believe he was the starting quarterback. In the Ravens world, we call him Mitch Trash Biscuit because he will throw you the ball. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker is not consistent with a fuck. But the Trevor Lawrence is damn sure something to look at because he has that it factor. He's like, you know, he can hit that pebble. You give him a fucking wide receiver, some shit that he can get it done. That's fact. I like Trevor Lawrence. All
right, I'm gonna run through the rest of them, then we're gonna get your early picks.
Okay.
For what you think the season gonna look like.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Buccaneers beat the Titans, Rams beat the Cowboys, Jets. Wow, Jets won. So,
but the Jets got my man. He got my man.
It's a two.
But we Jets got my man, Trey Lance.
Did I just say New York twice? Both times I said winning. Okay.
Just got my man Trey Lance.
Cardinals beat the Chiefs.
That's that. And that ain't good. Cardinals they beat the Chiefs in regular season. They had.
Oh, we'll see. Broncos beat the Niners.
The 49ers still have your boy, and I have no faith in him. What's the quarterback? Shit.
Oh, it's the boy. It's the one that threw the ball.
I can't. I'm thinking of his name, but he missed irrelevant for that. He's like number 999. I ain't got
on. Dolphins and Bears was tied. They ended with a tie.
That's Tua, and that's Caleb. That's Caleb. That's Tua. Tua got over, and that's Caleb.
Hot Tua?
No, not Hot Tua. His name is Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa. That's Tua. All right, go ahead.
And the Chargers beat the Saints.
The Chargers had my man, the white boy. The white boy pretty good.
Yeah, that white boy that threw the ball. See?
He got my man from the Chargers. Who he play?
The Saints.
The Saints. They ain't really got to start with that. You probably end up what you're doing before the season starts. For real.
How they gonna end up what you're doing? Didn't Shador already get traded?
Got full quarterback.
Didn't Shador get traded?
No, Shador got drafted to the Browns. He didn't get traded to the Browns.
No. Did he?
Nisha.
He got drafted to the Browns in a late pick. He should have been early.
So he should have definitely been early, but it was politics.
If anything, the best look for Shador, I ain't gonna even lie. Him getting traded out of the Browns to the Saints would be a definitely upset.
Everybody thinks him
because Shador is the best quarterback the Browns got. Joe is just the one with the most time, but Shador is the better quarterback. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, what you just said. Facts.
Nisha, we want to sit down and have a conversation. We going to put a piece of paper in front of him. Be like, you know how when you go on Channel 13, yo, don't forget this. You're going to put a laptop in front of you. You know when they look up stats, Shaq and them do it now. Like,
I'm gonna give you the WNBA stats.
Yeah, do that. That's what's up. I like that because the girl. I like the fact that by speaking of WNBA, my girl has been showing off lately.
Which one?
Aja definitely showed off.
Who?
Aja, AJ. Aja, AJ.
Melissa Smith been showing off.
And my girl, when they talk trash about her, she did her thing, and I told her, I said, you can't do your thing.
Traded, I don't like you.
What's her name? From Baltimore. Angel did her thing. Yo. She ain't playing.
Yeah, Angel
she get putting buckets in, she get rebounds, me-bounds. It don't matter, but she been balling. And I truly think the WNBA is worth half the salary of an NBA player.
Say what?
I know you thought that sounded positive, but
it does because you're there. Nisha,
you think that WNBA is worth half?
So if a bench warmer in the NBA makes 500,000,
You think we should-
I think y'all should be making 300, 250. Now, I'm not, and that's good money
Okay, yeah, this is not about to go well. This is me talking. to
because
y'all.
we got to get them there first. Nisha. I'm
This
not
is-
saying they're not.
This is about to go
Listen,
really
you know why?
south,
You don't know
really
that.
quick,
You know
yo.
You know Aja.
Well, you know what? I've
This is
determined
this is
that we're
going
going to
south
come up with a
real
show.
quick.
We're going to be, we're going to come. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
this is
Okay, all
bad,
right,
bad, bad.
We're left.
All of that was.
All right, so where
left.
we at now, son?
Yeah, that's so. What's your playoff picks looking like? And I'm not gonna talk about the Super Bowl because I know the Super Bowl you gonna say your team. You know what I'm saying?
I look at football in the first games. The first games they stuff like spades.
Yeah, okay. I can deal with that.
I like that.
So it's crazy because you look at the strong teams coming out from last year. The Chiefs are probably going to be in the mix. I'm looking at the Falcons being in the mix. I'm looking at the Chargers being in the mix. The Ravens definitely going to be balking. In our division, we're a little different because no matter what your ranking is, we play each other tough. We play in the black and blue division.
Yo, you know the crazy thing, we don't play y'all at all this year.
Well, we play in the black and blue division. They brought Aaron Rodgers over, and Aaron Rodgers ain't used to getting hit. That's the scary part of the football shit. Because Aaron Rodgers is a finesse player. You don't touch him. Like that year we went, I'm jumping off that. That year we ran to the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. Our defense touched Peyton, touched Tom. I think we touched.
Y'all was touching all them boys.
We touched all the quarterbacks. And when you knock them off their mark, they're not the same quarterbacks. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They system quarterbacks that say, hey, if I can stay in this pocket and be clean, I will get it done. But if I can't, then it's a different game. You feel what I'm saying? Like you saw what the Eagles did to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Eagles have, and I told motherfuckers, ain't nobody beating them. I said, what you mean nobody? Yo, their front four, the four at the front were dominating.
Four in front.
They didn't need the quarterbacks. They didn't need no outside help, though. Four motherfuckers at the front dominated the other offense front. Dominated. And I was like, yo, I ain't even mad. Yo, they won that because their front four, crazy. You feel what I'm saying? You know the Ravens hold a 1 and 3 slot as defense that don't give up points, right?
1 and 3.
The 1 and 3 slot.
1 and 3 slot.
So as far as points given up, we gave up 9.5 points in the 1 slot. They came back 2 years and gave up 11.5, something like that. As far as defense, as far as giving up points to opponents. You feel what I'm saying? We are. It goes Ravens. No, I'm reading number 4. It goes Ravens, Seahawks, Bears. As far as locking down opponents in history. For how many points you can get on a team. You feel me?
In history.
In history. We 1, 2, and 3. Ravens like that. Even the Seahawks, Legion of Boom. Nisha, remember Legion of Boom? Remember the Legion of Boom?
She has no clue.
For the Seattle Seahawks?
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
So this is what you had. I'm going to help you out with Legion of Boom. Yeah, Brandon Browner. You had Sherman. You had my man, Richard Sherman. Yeah, Richard Sherman. You had my man that went out with the neck injury. I think his name. Beast Mode. No, Beast Mode wasn't in Seattle yet. But they had a defense that you couldn't pass on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But they locked down. And my man, I want a jersey. I want his jersey. I gotta think his name right now. But he was a middle linebacker, but he was fucking huge. Huge.
Big dude.
He come through. He was the only one that could stick Gronk. Coming out the backfield. I'm trying to think of his name right now. But when I mean he was as big as Gronk, but it was a linebacker, Gronk he take Gronk down.
I know who Gronk is. I know who Gronk
is. And you look at things.
I know who Beast Mode is too.
Beast Mode, man.
Yeah. Listen. So out of all the people you said,
but when you look at football, not tell everybody. I said the football's evolved 10 times since then because now you can't hit a nigga, you can't crack them wide open, you can't like we had to do during the preseason. We gave prayers up. They got laid out.
Oh yeah, there was a bad injury.
Got laid out.
Wait, which game? Was it the Lions?
Game, but they laid him out and they stopped the game.
They stopped the game. Yeah, they stopped the game.
And then prayers up to that dude because when you go out there and play, that's a violent sport. You signed, I tell everybody, I said, they signed up for that. I get it. but it's a violent sport. And you got to do back in the day. And I tell people like this now: when the Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2000, the line was probably 1,800 pounds. They were hogs. All you had to do that's how Ray Lewis was able to run free because you were hog. But after now, listen, now you got dudes 225 on the line, and they're lighter and faster, and it makes them more dangerous.
Can't remember the guy name who they drafted.
Cam Chancellor was the linebacker for the Seahawks. Look up Cam Chancellor.
The guy who was the player that they had walking the field so that they could get him conditioned to even play.
Oh, the one that came out of college.
Yeah.
He just got there.
Yeah.
But he's a huge dude. But if he can get the way he need to be, he's going to be a tremendous tackle. Look up Cam Chancellor. It was Cam Chancellor, Nisha. Cam Chancellor was a freak. You had, when Cam Chancellor was like 6'6", some ungodly beast as a free safety. Listen.
It was the Lions game that was
Look up Cam Chancellor. Cam Chancellor was a free safety. So when the tight end drifted out the backfield, it was his responsibility. He was the only dude that can run stride for stride with Gronk. But what I mean, Cam, the only thing that slowed him down was his neck injury. He got a neck injury, a career-ending neck injury. But when I tell you Cam Chancellor was a beast, he was a beast.
Yeah, it looks like he was a beast.
You see it?
Yeah.
He's 37 now, but look at it. Look at his intangible stuff. His intangible was crazy. That motherfucker was crazy. Look, 6'3", 225. As a lineman, as a fucking safety. Come on, yeah. And ran I think he ran a close to a 4. I'm coming across the field with my hands up looking for the ball. And a cleanup. He's the cleanup man, yeah. You know what you going to have to do? Take a shit. Hey, coach, I gotta go down here and go knock the dark chocolate out your ass.
The dark chocolate.
But I love it because we all came up with old school football. He was not a football fanatic. He a baseball dude. So I understand the football game. I understand the nuances of it. That why they
First of all, let me just clear something up.
What? Man?
I like baseball. I am not a sports fanatic of any type. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey, soccer, none of that shit. I can watch it, but to be a fanatic, you got to be like you are. Like motherfucker. Like his father went to high school. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, the whole
that
thing
shit
is,
going on. I
get it. I came in the house where on Saturday, I wasn't in the sports nothing like that. But I know on Saturday, if Howard Cosell came on, we was watching the Wild World of Sports. I know I was going to see.
I remember the Wild World of Sports.
I was going to watch a boxing match that night. But that's when I seen Leonard and I seen all of them. That's how I came up. My father was like, hey, the fight coming on. You ain't touching TV.
The fight got to pop. Fight got to pop.
We gonna watch that.
That's what we used to. So what my family used to do, we used to steal cable those nights. You know what I'm saying? We would disconnect somebody else's cable, put a splitter in there so we can run into our house. Because the cable was different back then. You know what I'm saying? We had the switch.
I think it was Super
Switch box. We had HBO and we had WHT. That was it. We wasn't no cable channels in New York. We had too many channels for that shit. So
remember, think about it. I tell everybody, think about how crazy it was. On Sunday, when you came in the house, we grew up same year, so you coming out on Sunday. As you been playing this because you got school on Monday. There was a couple things that you wasn't gonna do, right? One, you was gonna wash your ass. The only thing on TV was either football, because football, it was wintertime football, heart to heart, not slanted.
Oh no, so we was outside.
We had to go to school. You was out there thugging.
We was outside.
We was, because I had to go to school.
I wasn't thugging back then, but we was outside.
Nisha, on Sunday when you had to go to school the next day, you was in the motherfucking house minding your motherfucking business. You was out selling drugs or whatever.
I didn't sell drugs back then.
You was negotiating the price.
We was outside. We was playing outside.
We wasn't, 8 o'clock.
Outside
no later than 8 o'clock. Man, shit, 7 o'clock. Because you had to be school. Like I had to ride an hour. I had to be up at 6 or some change to go across town and go to school. So it
depends on what we're gonna close this out in a second. Okay. It depends on what if you're talking about elementary school.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck what school you're talking about. If you were going to high school or middle school, or
Sunday, high
Sunday,
school,
you had to go to school on Monday. What the
I had to go to
fuck?
school on Monday, but I wasn't nobody clocking my time back then. In high school.
Because you
Fuck.
was a juvenile
I do what the
delinquent.
fuck I want. I do what I want.
You was a delinquent, yo. You what you call a delinquent.
As long as the cops ain't dropping me off at home, my fucking parents wasn't worried about that shit.
What I said, you was a delinquent.
I wasn't a delinquent. I was just a juvenile. My parents wasn't worried about that shit.
Yo, you was a delinquent, yo.
Shit, most of the time I was fucking coming
Shit,
back
nigga.
from out of state.
He had more freedom than we did.
I ain't had no freedom.
I was coming back
when
from
my
out of
mother and
state.
father left out of school. Listen, when I left
High
out of school, I left before my mother and father. That was the craziest shit. My mother say, "See you in the morning." She and they get their lunch together with her pantsuit on from Lexington Lady, because my mother was
You said Lexington.
yeah, she was a department head,
Oh,
so she had
If-
pantsuits. My mother was dressed to the nine going to school.
if my
When I
parents,
tell you, my mother come out the house looking like a supermodel, bop, and go to school.
I
Mom
was
was
just,
had.
you know, I had liberties.
I
I had
had
liberties.
Nigga, I done had them liberties. I had Liberty Road. We had Liberty Heights.
You had your civil rights removed. They didn't allow you
Nigga, no,
the
that's
freedom of movement.
Yo, this is
I had
about
the
a
freedom
90
of
pack of
movement.
cigarettes.
Shit, I could fucking
Y'all got a 90 pack of. I'm sorry.
I can move around. I can
Nah, nigga, that was
shit. I might be coming.
My
I might
father
be
be
coming
like,
back
nigga,
from Boston.
This how it
or
went.
Virginia.
You didn't
on
go to
Sunday.
school yet? If you didn't go to school, listen, we gonna get over it. If you didn't go to school, there was a phone call coming through somewhere between 4 to 8.
Oh no, we went. Oh, yeah.
No, a phone call from the school.
Now they stopped with the phone calls. They in New York. They just was like, yo, we gonna send mail.
Nah,
Figure that shit out, yo.
We had phone calls with none of them. But
I
did you have
was
phone
trying
calls?
to see how many cut cards I can get, how many I can stack up.
Okay. So we've been told that we're over the budget. Like we got to cut. So you know what? We look for listen. Please tune in. We're gonna try to make it better, more entertaining. My man Don is my man. Baltimore NYC. We might need to change the name of the show. I don't know, but we love talking and we love.
We're
having
just gonna
fun.
change the name to WTF.
What the fuck?
That's gonna be the name of the show.
You know what? That might be a good.
That's
one.
gonna be the name.
That might be the
what
new
the fuck, yo. And we're gonna add some more what the fuck, especially as football season come in.
So sometime during this season, we're probably we're trying to get our wives to jump in here with us and have fun with us and enjoy it and see what happens.
They're not really feeling it, but that's
They're
okay.
not feeling, but we're gonna try to give them to jump in so we can get a position for both sides. I've been cussed out on air before, it ain't nothing.
We're gonna get them to come on the what the fuck show.
We're gonna bring them a what the fuck show.
The what the fuck.
So it's like, it'd be fun, it'd be good. Cause I think, in relationships and anything, I think everything comes with camaraderie and understanding and everything. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, from my man Don C, aka DJ Teflon,
Yep.
and from L Boogie. Good night.
AKA DJ this and that.
I'm DJ this that. You can catch me on Mondays and Fridays at Johnson's Bar, DJing from 12 to 6. My wife might not let me go, so it might be 12 to nothing.
Be 12 to 12:30.
Because she's known with a grab nigga like this. But anyway, good music. We keep it real simple. Don is a real knowledgeable dude. I will give all props to Don for giving me the pointers and everything I know to become a comparable or understanding DJ, how to make the music move along. And I thank Don for showing me how to make a lot of other things move along. So friends are friends. We were friends that became family.
For sure.
And that's for sure.
For sure.
Y'all have a good one.
All right. Be easy, folks.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Truth.